Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit. He runs a lot, he moves a lot. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just going to overpower him. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're smaller. He runs a lot, he moves a lot. Tyson's probably going to have a few rounds.
Despite initially supporting Tyson Fury in the recent Unified World Heavyweight Championship, Mike Tyson has come to recognize Oleksandr Usyk as the greatest heavyweight boxer of this era. Furthermore, Tyson has expressed support for Usyk's decision to return to the cruiserweight division, viewing it as a sensible move. He believes there is little reason for Usyk to face Daniel Dubois again, especially after his convincing victory in their first encounter.
I'm gonna look forward to that fight. That's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him.
Many boxing professionals still view Oleksandr Usyk's win against Daniel Dubois in August 2023 as highly controversial. However, Mike Tyson sees it differently, asserting that Dubois has nothing new to offer Usyk. According to the baddest man on the planet, Usyk has nothing left to prove, not only in the heavyweight division, but also in the cruiserweight division, where he might return next year. While Daniel Dubois may have achieved a stunning knockout victory over Anthony Joshua, Usyk has already defeated Joshua twice with his superior boxing skills and footwork. Unlike Dubois, Usyk is not known for being a knockout artist. Instead, he employs a masterful technical style that has frustrated opponents like Joshua across multiple matches. Tyson believes this further cements Usyk's position as one of the greatest boxers of this era.
With people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking him out in the rematch. Whoever I've faced more than once has been knocked out in the rematch, so I'm envisaging.
It's well known that Tyson Fury was named after boxing legend Mike Tyson. So for Tyson to acknowledge Oleksandr Usyk as the best heavyweight of this era speaks volumes about Usyk's achievements. Even before the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship fight, Mike Tyson had predicted a win for Fury. Back in May, during a press conference with Jake Paul, Tyson was asked for his pick ahead of the highly anticipated match between Usyk and Fury. His response was direct and confident. I'm gonna
look forward to that fight. That's gonna be an interesting fight. I'm going towards Tyson Fury because I think he's just gonna overpower him. He's gonna catch up with him and overpower him.
Mike Tyson, fully aware of the demands and pressures of stepping into the ring for high-stakes heavyweight clashes, shared his insights ahead of the bout, even though the outcome turned out quite differently. The former world champion was present in the arena when Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk faced off with all 4 world titles on the line. Ultimately, Usyk emerged victorious by split decision. Originally, the fight was scheduled for February 17th, but Fury was forced to withdraw after sustaining a cut above his eye during sparring.
I could be wrong. Little guys are difficult to fight because they're harder to hit, because they're smaller. He runs a lot, he moves a lot. Tyson's probably going to have a few rounds.
In an interview with a reputable news source, Iron Mike Tyson shared his prediction for the highly anticipated fight, offering a detailed breakdown of how he believed it would unfold. "Hey, we shouldn't focus on what Fury did against Ngannou," Tyson explained. "You have to understand that he's still the champion. He made that night memorable by giving Francis the opportunity. It was just a bad night at the office for him. We all have bad nights, and that was his." Looking ahead to the Fury versus Usyk matchup, Tyson expressed his excitement. "That's going to be an interesting fight. I'm leaning toward Tyson Fury because I think he's just going to overpower Usyk. He'll catch up with him and overpower him."
To deal with his movements, but he's very difficult to fight. Very difficult, very smart, very fast.
"I've got to go with Fury," Mike Tyson stated. "I think he's the best fighter in the world, especially in the heavyweight division. Great fighters lose, and great fighters can have off nights. That doesn't take away from their greatness." Promoter Frank Warren also weighed in, revealing that one of the 3 judges at ringside hadn't scored a single round for Fury after the midpoint of the fight. "It's crazy," Warren said. "I'm calm and collected, but I have to say that's nonsense. Don't get me wrong, both fighters put their heart and soul into it. Both sacrificed so much. I know what Tyson went through to prepare for this fight, and I know Usyk did the same. All you ask for is a level playing field and fair scoring, but that judging was far from fair. Despite the official result clearly favoring Usyk, Fury later claimed he had won the fight by 3 rounds, maintaining his belief in his performance.
Obviously, you didn't agree with the decision.
No, I certainly didn't. I didn't see how one judge could only didn't give him a round from round 6 onwards, and the other 2 gave him 1 round each. I don't know what fight they were watching. A neutral was...
Boxing fans have expressed outrage at the judges' decisions following Tyson Fury's loss to Oleksandr Usyk in their intense rematch on Saturday night. Fury entered the bout determined to avenge his defeat in their first showdown back in May, but Usyk secured victory via unanimous decision, despite the fight appearing closely contested. Fury was visibly frustrated as the result was announced, with the 36-year-old leaving the ring without offering his thoughts. Promoter Frank Warren also criticized the judges, openly questioning their scorecards. Meanwhile, fans on social media have slammed the trio of judges, with many feeling that Fury was unlucky to lose in such a contentious decision. Tyson Fury has just been robbed so badly. No way that was 116 to 112 to Usyk, wrote one outraged fan. Another fumed, Fury's been robbed there. Usyk did not win by that margin. What fight were the judges watching? A third added, the fight was stolen. Tyson Fury deserved it. Another remarked, that's awful. Fury has been robbed. A fifth commented, Usyk won by 4 rounds according to all 3 judges. At best, that was a draw. Fury was robbed. Finally, a 6th fan raged, Tyson Fury won that boxing match. He was robbed. I thought he edged it by a round or 2. With Fury choosing to leave the ring without comment, his promoter, Frank Warren, was left to field questions about the controversial result. He was...
De La Hoya was sitting there and he had Tyson winning like I did, and I think most of the people sitting where he was at.
What do you think the scorecard should have been, in your opinion, Frank?
I thought Tyson won it.
By what? The same score, but reverse?
Couple of rounds, at least.
The boxing promoter didn't hold back, openly criticizing the judges and expressing disbelief at their decision to award the win to Usyk. How? How did Tyson only get 4 rounds in this fight? It's impossible, he fumed. He's very disappointed, and so am I. Everyone along the front row of the ring thought it went the other way. With Fury now having lost his last 2 bouts, his future in the sport is uncertain. Despite being in the twilight years of his career, the veteran has previously stated his intention to continue boxing. However, Warren refrained from speculating on Fury's next move, stating, only Tyson can decide what he does next.
And he had the better jab, doing what he had to do.
One last one, Frank, before you go in there. Does this set up a rematch with Dubois? Is that the next thing?
I don't know yet.
It's up to him, Warren added. It's just after a fight, and emotions are running high. But seriously, how do you only give him 4 rounds out of 8? I don't get it. I'm really disappointed. We'll have to see what happens in the future for Tyson. I thought he was in control, boxed really well, and had Usyk on the back foot. However, Oleksandr Usyk proved Mike Tyson wrong with back-to-back victories over Tyson Fury in May and December. 7 months after suffering his first professional defeat to the Ukrainian, Fury returned to the Kingdom Arena seeking revenge. Unlike his showboating antics in their first encounter, the Gypsy King approached the rematch with focus and determination. From the opening bell, he kept his guard high, applied consistent pressure, and aimed to land damaging strikes. The challenger started brightly, maintaining a high volume of punches in the opening rounds. Yet, Usyk's craftiness and elusiveness shone through, as he skillfully created space to land counterattacks against the larger opponent.
And the rematch, and the street fight. I'm ready.
Bare knuckle.
Tomorrow, maybe right now. Not boxing gloves, but a street fight. Hands, legs, not legs.
As the fight reached the later rounds, both fighters had experienced their fair share of success. The attention then shifted to the judges' decision, with all 3 officials at ringside scoring the bout 116 to 112 in favor of Usyk. A bewildered Tyson Fury was seen discussing the result in the ring with promoter Frank Warren. Fury later left the ring without offering a post-fight interview, and Warren expressed his astonishment at the judge's decision. Usyk has now joined the exclusive group of fighters who have held every major world championship belt in the heavyweight division. He is the first to achieve this in the four-belt era, which began in 2007. The list of undisputed heavyweight champions includes legends such as Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, Floyd Patterson, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, and Mike Tyson. The most recent undisputed heavyweight champion was Lennox Lewis, who defeated Evander Holyfield in late 1999 and enjoyed a brief 5-month reign before losing the title due to the territorial disputes that have long plagued boxing, often preventing the biggest matchups from taking place. Fury and Usyk both pushed for this matchup, and they finally faced off in the ring, largely due to the involvement of Saudi Arabia, which made the financial rewards too tempting for the fighters, promoters, and sanctioning bodies to ignore. Fury is reportedly set to earn more than $100 million for the bout,